Hey guys, this is Gabe, and today I'm going to be doing an end of year tier list. I know I'm a few days late. I've been kind of sick and still have the sniffles, but I'm doing better now, so let's get into it. All right, let's get started. These movies are unfortunately out of order, but it's still a tier list. We'll be able to do this, I guess. All right. So the first movie we have is Anaconda. I actually watched this like 2 days ago. Mid. I really wanted to like it. Jack Black and Paul Rudd in a movie together, you'd think that would be an easy recipe for comedy, but I didn't find it very funny. I mean, parts of it were enjoyable, the acting was good, but I just didn't love it as much as I wanted to. The Bad Guys 2. Pretty good. I liked it better than the first, to be honest. I thought it was way cooler. There were so many. It took everything I liked about the first movie and it just did them again, except even more, and they took out all the stuff I didn't like some of the corny humor. Although, sadly, there are a few jokes that I didn't love. Ballerina. Have not seen. Don't know why. I like the John Wick movies, but that one just didn't interest me. Avatar Fire and Ash. Haven't seen. I haven't even seen Avatar 2 yet. I've seen some of it, but I've never had the time to watch the whole thing. A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. It was kind of boring, to be honest. It was really. I wanted to like it a lot, and I liked how whimsical it was, but for no reason, it was rated R. And I don't have a problem with that normally. This was a movie I wanted to watch with my friends, and it ended up being rated R for no reason. There was just random moments where they would say the F word a lot, and it was pointless. And also, I liked how whimsical it was, but it wasn't very good. I didn't like it that much. The Conjuring Last Rites. Pretty good. I wouldn't say it's better than Dogman, though. Actually, yeah, I'd put it pretty good. I want to say I find it great. Actually, let's change Masterpiece. Let's change Masterpiece. No, we're not going to do that. I wanted to like it more than I did. And I liked it a lot. I thought it was better than Devil Made Me Do It. Definitely not among the worst in the series, like The Nun or the first Annabelle movie, but it wasn't as great as it could have been because of the ending with the mirror. I thought that was really corny. The Day the Earth Blew Up, which is a Looney Tunes movie that I'm not sure a lot of people have seen. I put it as a masterpiece. I had a great time with it. I genuinely can't think of anything I didn't like. It was just really funny. It was just a great time. I'm pretty sure it's just there to make you laugh. It felt like old Looney Tunes again. It's like the difference between this and Space Jam 2 is like night and day. This is great. Space Jam 2 is pretty bad. Dogman. You aren't gonna like me for this. Actually, no, that feels mean. I thought it was pretty good. I just felt like they threw way too much into the first movie, and I feel like they could have done sequels, but they did like 6 of the books in one movie, and it felt kind of overstuffed and way too fast paced. But overall, though, I thought it was pretty funny. The animation was obviously really good. I had a good time with it. Elio. Not the best Pixar movie, duh. But it was fun. It was a good movie. I don't really have much to say about it, though. I haven't seen it in a while. Fantastic Four. Better than all of these. Not better than the Looney Tunes one, though. Fantastic Four was good. It was really good. And I already did a review on it, so you know my thoughts. Black Phone 2. Some things felt a bit derivative, but for the most part, I really liked it. I can't say for sure whether I like it better than the first, though. I thought the first one was a much tighter paced movie. Captain America Brave New World. You're not going to like me for this one. Captain America 4 was not good, guys. I didn't like it. It was. It has nothing to do with the thing that everyone complains about. I don't care that there's a new Captain America. What I do care about is how the movie felt. They introduced adamantium in such a nonchalant way that was really lame. And the after credits, I wouldn't have minded the movie if it weren't for that stupid after credit scene. That scene infuriates me, and I can't describe it. Like freaking, oh Sam, the multiverse exists. We've known this for like 10 years at this point. I don't know. I didn't like it very much. It was a very forgettable movie. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. You guys aren't going to like me for putting this above Captain America, but I'm putting it at pretty good. I'm the fan being serviced, and I'm not going to hide my bias, which is why I'm putting it at the very back of pretty good at the very least. That's my compromise. I had a good time with it, even if objectively it wasn't a great movie. Freakier Friday. I enjoyed it less than FNAF 2. I think it was pretty good. Actually, I think I enjoyed it more than... I enjoyed FNAF 2 more than Dogman. And I enjoyed this more than Dogman. Because Freakier Friday was fun. I had a great time with it. But, I don't know, sometimes it felt a bit too fast-paced. Like, there was a lot going on. And I like and dislike that aspect of it, if that makes sense. Hell of a Summer. One that I'm sure not a lot of you have seen. It's an indie movie. It's made by Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things. Yeah. It's just funny, but... the lighting is really, really bad. Like, you can't even see half of what's going on. I saw this in theaters twice, and neither of those times could I see what was happening. The lighting was extremely bad. If it weren't for that, it would probably be at the back of pretty good. How to Train Your Dragon, the remake. It felt like watching the original for the first time again. I might put it above. Yeah, I'm gonna put it above The Conjuring. That was a fun movie. Even if the original did have some things that were stronger about it, like the remake has such good visuals, and it was one of the better remakes, if we're being honest. Though not a high bar. Jurassic World Rebirth. Mid. I enjoyed it more than a lot of people did. I've seen a lot of people say it was bad. I didn't hate it. There were a lot of logic issues, duh, but I like the color grading, and I mean, some of the scenes were cool. That's about it, though. Megan 2. It's not very good. I enjoyed it more than those two. I don't think I really need to explain this one. Most people don't like Megan 2. It was fun, though. Or at least it tried to be more than it was. The Monkey. Oh. Okay, in my personal opinion, I want to put it at Masterpiece, but I know I'm going to get screamed at if I do. So I'm going to put it in pretty good, above Elio, but not above The Bad Guys 2. The Monkey is just really, really, really funny. The Phoenician Scheme. No, I don't think it's not good. It was mid. I wanted to like it, and I like the cast. And I thought some moments were funny, but as an overall movie, I didn't enjoy it that much. Sinners. I mean, do I even need to explain why it's a masterpiece? I don't think I do, so I'm not gonna. Alright, next. Smurfs. Well, obviously it's going in absolute trash. I don't know a single soul who liked this garbage. Like, you have to be 3 years old to like this movie. Everything about it was so bad, and the marketing was, Rihanna is Smurfette. Who wanted that? Smurfette has like a high voice. Rihanna doesn't have a high voice. And not to mention, they hire Rihanna, the singer, in a Smurfs musical movie, and they give her one song, maybe halfway through the movie, and even that's not very good. The new SpongeBob movie. I'm gonna put it in mid. No, I actually thought it was pretty good. But it's not above these at all. I enjoy it purely because it's funny. Even though the plot is rehashed from the first, I put it in pretty good because it is the most I've enjoyed SpongeBob in a decade, and I really appreciate it for that. I went in really sad, expecting to hate it, and I had a good time. I thought it was hilarious. Superman. At the very... No. I'm putting it at the back of Masterpiece. It is definitely the best superhero movie of the year. It is very good. The CGI is good. The anti-Zack Snyder-ness is good. That makes me sound like it. Before you Zack Snyder fans come hating in my comments, I don't hate his Superman movies. I thought Man of Steel was okay. Batman v Superman I didn't love, but I don't think it was terrible. Justice League from 2017, that was trash. And the Zack Snyder Justice League was pretty good. I like this one more only because I like fun things. I like enjoyable, goofy things. And this was that. This is exactly that. The Unbreakable Boy, a movie based on one of my coworkers. I don't want to glaze it too much because despite me knowing the guy, I don't want to. I want to give my honest opinion. Wow, I sound really sad saying that. I'm putting it in pretty good. I enjoyed it, but I haven't seen it in a while, and I don't remember what it is exactly that I enjoyed about it, so I'm not gonna pretend like it was this grand masterpiece. I want to give my honest opinion. Weapons. To everyone's shock, maybe, have not seen. I have not seen Weapons. I don't like movies with kid violence. Wicked for Good. Oh, you guys are not gonna like me for this one. At the top of not good. I did not like Wicked for Good. I really liked Wicked, and there was a lot I was expecting out of this one, and I didn't get any of it. And it's not that I hate the story they told. It's that I hate how it's paced. Like there's a scene near the end, for example, where where Elphaba tells Glenda, "You need to run. They're coming for me. You need to get out of here. You can't be seen." And then they sing, and it's like this was urgent. It would have made sense if it weren't. You make it make sense. I understand it's a musical, but you gotta pace it like a movie, because that's what it is. The Electric State. I feel like I don't even have to explain myself. Absolute trash. That was just a terrible movie. Fear Street Prom Queen. At the very bottom. No. Yeah. Very bottom of not good. I don't think it was absolute trash. And I would be putting it there if it weren't for the first three, but I want to view it as its own standalone thing, because that's what it's trying to be. It's not good, but it's not terrible. I think there's a certain level of cheesiness that does offer a mild form of entertainment, and I enjoyed it, just not for any of the reasons that the movie was going for. Final Destination Bloodlines. I am putting this pretty far in the pretty good list. I loved Final Destination Bloodlines. I went in having not seen any of the other ones except the first, but with a very faint recollection of it. And I had the time of my life. That was a really, really fun movie. If only the other ones took... I wish the other ones had as much comedy as the new one and the characters were as likable, because the new one had fun with the concept, and that's something I think the originals could have done more of. Not that I hate any of the originals, though. I like them, except the fourth, obviously. Happy Gilmore 2. At the very top of mid. I thought it was hilarious, and when Shooter McGavin showed up, that's what elevated the movie. He was the best part, but there were so many flashbacks, and that really held the movie back. And the third act with the artificial golf course was kind of not for me. The Housemaid, which I'm sure most of you have not seen, it's very adult. Bottom of pretty good. I had a good time with it. There's a certain level of cheesiness that kind of drags it down, but I think it was enjoyable. The twists were very surprising and very dark, and I had a good time with it, even though I haven't read the book. The Legend of Ochi. Oh, man. Very bottom of not good. I don't think it's trash, but I went in really expecting to like it based on the cast and the whole concept. It seemed really appealing, and I didn't like it. Like, the music was really loud, to the point where, as you guys know, I'm autistic, and some of us autistic people have problems with loud noises. I don't have the worst sensitivity to that, but with this movie, specifically this movie, not most movies, this one, the music was so loud it actually bugged me. And the sound effects. And the dialogue was really quiet. You couldn't hear what they were saying half the time. It was really annoying. But I don't want to rant about this movie anymore. Let's get to Lilo and Stitch. At the very, no, not the top of not good. I'd say between Megan 2 and Wicked 2, because like Lilo and Stitch at least knew what it was compared to Megan 2. It's just the ending really drags the movie down. It really, really made it bad. The Long Walk. Oh, I'm putting that at the very top of pretty good. I really like The Long Walk. I went in expecting to loathe it based on the concept of it's a movie about walking. No, it was really interesting. There was a lot to enjoy about it. I'm probably never going to watch it again because all my favorite characters die, but I had a good time. I thought it was surprisingly heartfelt. A Minecraft movie. I can't put it in good despite how much I liked it. In fact, I'd argue whether it's even mid. I'm putting it at the top of not good. If we're being honest, it's a bad movie that's really fun. It's literally just there as a movie that you watch with your friends, you make fun of it, and you have a great time. That's the Minecraft movie. It's not good, but it's also not the worst experience of your life. Also, Jack Black was really overacting in this one. That's a point I have to give to Anaconda, is at least Jack Black is attempting to act in that instead of go over the top. Snow White. My feelings have changed a lot since I watched it in theaters. I put out the highly controversial video of me praising it, which I think I deleted. As I rewatched the original, this was not good. This was not a good movie. Rachel Ziegler was not bad at all in the movie, though. Like, regardless of how you feel about her in real life, I feel like it's hard to argue she was a pretty good aspect of the movie. Her singing was good. For the most part, her acting was good, but there were a few certain faces she made. I'm sure you've seen the memes. But Gal Gadot was in it, and she ruined every scene she was in. And yeah, why am I explaining this? We all know this movie's not good. Thunderbolts. No, not at the very top. I put it above the... Yeah, I put it above The Long Walk. Thunderbolts, one of my favorite superhero movies of the year. Not quite as good as Superman, but actually I'm putting it in masterpiece. It's not quite as good as Superman, but it's also better than Fantastic Four and obviously better than Captain America. Thunderbolts had great themes, great characters, and it was just such a fun movie. It was something the MCU needed for a long time, and we finally got it. We finally got a year of almost entirely good superhero movies. When's the last time this happened? Feels like 2018, because Captain America would be the Venom of these. 28 years later... I didn't like it. I could see why people would. The first half had me. I thought it was interesting. The second half dropped the ball really hard. The ending specifically was just goofy. I don't even want to talk about this movie. I had hopes for this one. Alright, final movie on the list. Zootopia 2. You guys aren't gonna like me for this one either. No, mid's a bit harsh. It's pretty good. But I've seen people saying it's better than the first, and it's the Inside Out thing with me. I disagree. I have the same feelings about Inside Out 2. It's fast-paced. It feels like kind of a repeat of the first movie in terms of themes, and I don't know. Zootopia 2 I got a lot more enjoyment out of, though. I'd say it's better than Moana 2, Inside Out 2, most modern Disney sequels. I just wanted to love it more than I did, but it was so fast-paced, and the character arcs were just straight up repeated from the first movie. It was hilarious, and the story was pretty good. But, I don't know, I feel like the first one sold the emotional aspects of it a lot better. So, this is my final tier list. Let's see if there are any adjustments I'm gonna make. Well, these I don't really need to organize, but I'll put them by order of want to watch. So, Avatar goes first. Get out of the way, ballerina. You go here. Actually, I'd put Weapons above that, too. Absolute trash. I'd say The Electric State and even Smurfs. Especially Smurfs. Smurfs is the worst movie of the year. Okay, not good. I enjoyed this more than that. I think that's about the only change I would make to that. Stupid ads, you're slowing the site down. Yeah, that's about right. I kind of rewatched it way too many times, and it dwindled my enjoyment of it. Yeah, because it's about the same as the first, so I can't really say I enjoyed it a lot more than these other ones, because at the end of the day, it is a remake, and like that alone says, we didn't need it that much. This is my final tier list. Feel free to screenshot if you want. So yeah, that was my tier list for the movies of 2025. I was a little late. I don't know why. Why is everything behaving so slow today? Now my face cam too? I guess you guys are going to have to deal with this, unfortunately. But yeah, that was my tier list. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back to making more videos soon and streaming soon. So yeah, bye.